Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's pre-orders, and they are live. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Alright, so we got a bunch of brand new pre-orders coming this week. A bunch of stuff coming for Age of Sigmar, Flesh Eater Courts, and Nighthaunt. Let's jump right in and take a look. So first off, we have the Regiment of Renown, the Scarlet Jury. And keep in mind, I'm on the Australian site over here, so the dollar value is not going to line up as everything is in Australian dollars. Because I'm in fact filming this one in advance because we have a local GT for Warhammer 40,000. So we have the Regiment of Renown, the Scarlet Jury. And this one is available while stocks last. So you got a couple of characters, and then you also got a squad of the ghouls. Smaller box set right here, but if you're looking to get these characters, you're going to save a couple dollars over MSRP. Also, if you're interested in expanding out, maybe not like starting a Flesh Eater Courts army, the Regiments of Renown are always a good way to spend a couple bucks, get a nice little group of guys, and get a little feel for how they play on the tabletop or how much fun they are to paint. And next we have the brand new Flesh Eaters character, the High Falconer Felgryn. So super cool model right here. Definitely love the lore on this. Looking forward to seeing how they play on the tabletop. So you got your character, the Falconer, with a bunch of little bat falcons. And then of course we have the one larger bat as well. Super cool model right here. Love the look and style of the Flesh Eater Courts, and this is no different. And then next we have the new Flesh Eater Courts Spearhead. So absolutely love that they are bringing more Spearheads to the game. Spearhead is a super fun and exciting way to play the game, get people into Age of Sigmar. And as each of the Battletomes come out, the addition of a second Spearhead, definitely very, very cool. So you got a nice little box set right here with the warcry warband in it, which are some awesome models. And then a few other nice kits in this box set as well. Nice savings over MSRP. Definitely an awesome Spearhead. And then we have the return of the Knight of Shrouds. So previously only available in like some of the various different box sets. Now you'll be able to pick up the Knight of Shrouds on their own. Definitely a big fan of like all of the various like ghost models, and this one is no different. I love that Games Workshop has turned this into its own sprue, and you'll now be able to pick up what was a hard to get model through the online store, where previously you had to source it if you didn't have one of these, and it's becoming increasingly difficult on the third-party market. So very cool to see the Knight of Shrouds coming for individual sale. And next we have the brand new Lord Vitriolic. So absolutely amazing model right here. I love the look and style of this. Games Workshop has absolutely knocked it out of the park with this. Everything from like the kind of smoking potion effect, the weapon, the extra arms kind of coming up out of the back, and then like the little rack of various potions. Again, super cool lore right here. Beautiful model. I think this thing is going to be absolutely awesome to paint up, and hopefully it has some super cool rules to go along with it on the table. And then moving on from there, we have the brand new Spearhead Nighthaunt, the Cursed Shacklehorde. So again, another awesome Spearhead right here. Really nice model count. Awesome new rules to actually put on the tabletop. Great way to get started if you're looking to get into Nighthaunt, or a great way to expand your force if you already have the other Spearhead, or if you're just looking to bolster your ranks. And from what we've seen in the past, when Games Workshop does release one of these Spearheads, oftentimes the old Spearhead is still available, so you're able to pick up both. The new one is not necessarily replacing the old Spearhead in the model range. And then next we have the Death Battletome Flesh Eater Courts. So 60 bucks for the Battletome Flesh Eater Courts. It's going to have the code inside, a bunch of awesome pictures, lore, and then of course all the rules to play the game. And then we also have the Death Battletome Nighthaunt. Same deal here, 60 bucks for that. You're going to have the code for the Warhammer app, all the new rules for both Spearheads, all the rules you need for a big Sigmar, and a bunch of awesome images, painting guides, etc. And then moving on from there, we got some of the releases from last week. We have the new World Eaters character, the Slaughterbound, the new Death Guard character, the Lord of Poxes, both of those available individually for purchase for the first time outside of the Battleforce box set. And then we also have Vulcan Heston for the Salamanders, absolutely amazing model, super cool. We have Combat Patrol Salamanders, a nice new way to build a Salamander's force or expand one.
Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you.
Then we have all of the new Votan, which is going to be coming out relatively soon. We have the Capricus Defender / Carrier dual build option right here for a transport or a little mini tank. We have the Thonian Earthshakers, a little bit of Mold Mortar Artillery and cool model kits. Then we have the brand new character, Buri Agnerson. So far, his rules look absolutely amazing and definitely a super cool model. Then we have the Ironkin Steeljacks. Again, another beautiful kit to expand the Votan range, and again, look like they have some awesome rules on the tabletop. And next we have the Arcanist Evaluator. Nice new model to bring a little bit of extra shooting, lone op when there's infantry nearby. We have the Memnir Strategist. Got some awesome buffs and look like they're going to tie in really well to the actual army rule changes. And then again, an absolutely amazing model. Then we had the brand new Combat Patrol for the Leagues of Votann. This one is replacing the old Combat Patrol. You got 10 of the Warriors, you got 5 of the Hearthguard, you've got the Einherjar Champion, and then you got 3 of the Heavy Support Infantry. And then moving on from there, we have the Flesh Eater Quartz dice, and I absolutely love these dice. They got the Flesh Eater Quartz symbol on the 6 face. You got a nice marbled red rounded corner set of dice. Absolutely beautiful. And then next we have the Nighthaunt Dice. So same deal right here. We've got like a nice little cool blue swirl with the rounded edges on the dice, and then of course the Nighthaunt logo on the 6 face. Then we have the new Warscroll card Flesh Eater Quartz pack. We have the Death Battletome Flesh Eater Quartz Gamers Edition, which is going to be a sort of condensed version of the codex, and then also include the cards, save you a couple bucks there. Then we have the Warscroll cards pack for the Nighthaunt. We also have the Death Battletome Nighthaunt Gamers Edition. And then we have that Leagues of Votann Codex. We have the Leagues of Votann Collector's Edition Codex. We have the Salamanders Dice Pack. Then we also have the Leagues of Votann Dice as well. And I gotta say, Games Workshop has been knocking it out of the park with most of these dice. I'm not a huge fan of the Salamanders dice, but all of the new Death dice, and then of course the Leagues of Votann dice, pretty nice. But of course the dice boycott continues. And then we had the datasheet cards for the Leagues of Votann. We have Abraxia Spear of the Everchosen Limited Edition. We have the Legends of Sigmar paperback. And then we have the High Call's Oath in paperback, Final Deployment in paperback, and then the Lords of Silence Illustrated and Annotated Edition. So lots of super cool stuff coming out this week. A really nice release week last week as well. Definitely looking forward to seeing the new rules for Death in Age of Sigmar. A couple of nice new characters, some nice new box sets with some good savings overall. And then of course we had a great week for 40k last week with the Salamanders, and then of course the Leagues of Votann as well. Some nice books coming from Black Library. Definitely no shortage of cool stuff coming from Games Workshop. So let me know what you're most excited about, what you're going to be picking up this week. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.